Alright, should be live any minute now. Are we live yet? Allowing this. It's supposed to be low latency. Okay, here we are. And it took us just under 20 seconds, maybe. Now, let's post a couple of announcements. And we will be off. Welcome everyone, welcome back to Family Ground. It is live arena o'clock again. And we still don't have any special thing going for us. I suppose the most special part of today's live arena is that I've been kind of sort of busy for the past couple of days. So I need to catch up with the fights. I need to play 20 extra fights to be on the 20 per day level. So we are probably playing at least 30 today, or however much I can stomach of the bullshit RNG that will inevitably hound me. Right, everything is posted. Let's dive in. Someone big for our first match? Kinda sorta big. Just 150 rating ahead of us in the seasonal and barely on the top 100 cutoff for the global. So maybe not big, maybe just plays a lot. Oh, well, I take my words back. +3 Marie means he is in fact big. And I expect to suffer here. But let's see. My hope is that I will be able to ban Marie and get away with it. Unfortunately, in this kind of situation, I cannot afford to pick Gizmag because who knows what the hell is hiding back there, given the heroes I'm seeing right now might be anyone. So let's pick a chicken. Let's put a chicken ahead of Odin just in case we are smacked in our first form. A little bit unlikely. He doesn't have speed, mine is a go first team. Alright, there we go, a Commodus. Now, am I a gambling man? Don't answer that. Let's ban Marie. So they have little to no speed. Yeah, okay, they ban the horse, that is in fact a correct thing to ban. And now I am most probably screwed because even if Lightning Cage does not protect buff duration reduction, Stone Skin still has its 50-50 thing, and if I fail to deal with Commodus before it takes a turn, I am dead. Would you, ladies and gentlemen, look at that? You know what, let's kill Commodus for good measure. We don't like his kind around here. We don't appreciate him coming along. Now that loss of decreased speed is unfortunate, but now Galthier has a choice. A choice between reviving and screwing me over, which he successfully does. However, I have block damage now, so if Nice does not take a turn before anything else happens, I'm mildly unhappy, But right now his AoE should go to nowhere. Oh, right. I would like to try to block access from someone else, but Galthier is too big of a threat to me right now for me to ignore. Block damage, so A1 him in hopes I do get to kill him. No, I do not, but he gets decreased speed. Nice. Do I get to push Nice's turn meter back? Yes. Yes, I... Oh no! No, I do not, but then again, it also means block actives. Good stuff. Yeah, HP swap, you are big and scary, and that doesn't really matter versus block damage. Now he will probably kill Odin, if we are being fair. Now let's petrify this little shit. And unfortunately, I cannot do shit. So the sad part now is I do not have any heals and I will die to necrosis very soon. I'm not sure if my revive on death would ever actually help. Well, it did help me now, so good for that at least. I am still under necrosis. Do I push him back? Or, yeah, you know what, let's push him back, at least try to. And push him back some more, and maybe if we can petrify him. Yes, yes we can. What an annoying champ this. Nice. Not very nice if you ask me. Oof. 2-turn Belloc. Okay. We will not be able to kill him, so we'll need to save our decreased defense move for after he breaks out. Do we reset him at this point? Yes, we do reset him. Good stuff. Now, if he survives, and he does, we have a chance. Oof. GG. This was pretty annoying to deal with. But a good starting fight. Like being able to win this. Should that Nice have a chain breaker instead of lightning cage? Who knows? He's on the 4th star. Alright, and we get the same dude. Unfortunately. Unfortunate, but what do you do? Let's relieve him of his embers. Who needs embers anyway? That's a free champion. No place in high level arena. Why would anyone actually use him? No idea. Okay, still at his +3 Marie. And still on his Nice. Now, we have the last pick here, which means if there's nothing too scary back there, we can go Gizmak, and we probably should. If I put Gizmak and ban Marie, he will know I'm banning Marie. So he can in fact afford to ban Shu. And that is gonna be annoying. You know what, maybe it's a free win for him. Maybe it's a free win for him. But I'm not sure I care to pick anything else. Yeah, it's a free win. Commodus takes a turn, I'm fucked. Yeah. Commodus takes the turn, and I am absolutely screwed over. Yeah, weak hits. Haven't heard of any. No, sir. Anyway, GG. This one was probably entirely on me in the big phase. I should have picked something sensible instead of Gizmak. And now we have the same dude for the third time. This is the point where I usually start to question the sensibility of this game's matchup system, of which there is no sense whatsoever to be made of this. I mean, we are not even that close in the rating. So, why? Oh well. I'm still going this route. Even if this means 2 DPS and 3 support, I don't think I care to think too much at this point. As much as the first fight was enjoyable, any subsequent ones with the same person are much less so. Now, what does he have in his back pocket? Let's see. It better be something disgusting. Okay. Fine. So, he's welcome to Banshu. He's very much welcome to Banshu because okay, he bans Galater, fair enough. Now, I expect to actually take a turn. If... Okay, yeah, okay, fair fucking enough. If his Lazarus is faster than my Shu, then yeah, I lose, sure. Well, you live and learn. Not happy about this matchup at all, if we are being honest. It's like nobody else plays Labyrinth right now. What the hell is going on? Steals my Shu too. The audacity. And I cannot even justify bringing Calvalax because who knows what is going to be in that last slot. Which is okay, I guess. Yeah, well, he's welcome to his first turn. I don't mind. I mean, I'm still banning Shu because he bans Neve. And I'm still in big trouble if he is fast enough. I don't have any Termite boost, so The only thing that needs to happen is to Marie or Galtier take a turn, and they will definitely boost Commodus ahead of... Yeah, right, okay, Commodus did his own thing. No biggie. Never heard of Enfeeble, not to mention a 2-turn Enfeeble, so never heard of weak hits. Yeah, why would you ever? I'm definitely salty here, because first of all, this is a matchup versus someone for like 4 times in a row. What kind of bullshit is that? And second, because I'm losing this matchup that is going for the 4th time in a row. The losing part is the aggravating one, of course. Now, Galtier will obviously strip me, because if he doesn't, he deserves to die. No, he doesn't strip me. Okay, what are you going to do? Wait, he has a stun there? Bullshit. Yeah, I mean... These are gonna be a very long 35s today. So we get a bot now, which is gonna be boring. But also, hopefully we won't get the same dude after. So, and the takeaway is I have to grab Odin here, because apparently that's what got me through the first fight. Yeah, annoying that. Nice. Don't you love bots with good builds? I mean, everything else is crap, but that Galtier that has a Mercurial build, yeah, that one is mildly annoying. Well, everything else about that build is bad, so it's fine. Let's record our absolutely atrocious first 5. And we can move on. Right, Galtier. That is an excuse to use Embrace. Marie and nice. Well, let's grab our standard stuff, I guess. Now the big question is, what does he have left? I'd love to burn this. If that is... there is no toxic stuff. Okay, I'd love to burn this, but my Gizmak is stolen. Fine. I'll have a Commodus done. Kinda sorta hope that Commodus is enough of a Scarecrow here. And also, well, if he goes first, I die to burns because I'm a stupid shit right now. I pick like a stupid shit. Yeah, right, I pick like a stupid shit. He did the same plan as I had, by it better. So, I'll probably die here. Well, maybe I will not die. Just maybe. It is still supremely annoying, if we are being honest. That fucking sheep. That fucking sheep on the Galater. Like, what the fuck, bro? Now, may I please take a turn? What was that? He should have burned the skins. That would have cut on my turn meter. With no repercussions for him, because while the horse is shaped, what is he doing? He will kill Fabian, sure, but he won't do much else. Yeah, okay, fine, next turn. What next? Sir, you are confusing me here. Okay. Fine. Good hit there. I'm not sure what's going on there with the nice. And why the fuck is he at full HP? What is this bullshit? Okay, does anyone know what the fuck is going on here? Why is nice at full? Yeah, I mean, he died, so I guess it's fine. And Galater should not survive until he can flip back, just based on the necrosis alone, but this is still annoying. Yeah, GG. So I have no idea what happened with Nice then. He flipped. He flipped at minimal HP. Then something happened. And then he was at max HP. Or was it? Or was it that relic that revives the user once? It might have been, to be honest. It might have been that relic. Kind of diabolical to put that relic on Nice. I mean, diabolical if it works. When it doesn't, who gives a damn? Alrighty. Highly impaired Crixia, and that is no bueno. I cannot go for Gizmak yet. I'll go for Gizmak on my last pick. You know what? It's gonna be Odin time. still opens up a Gizmak last pick, but also some possibility of just killing Crixia outright, and some possibility of surviving Embers' bullshit. So, Zig and Commodus, highly empowered, both of them. Well, it's Gizmak time. It's Gizmak time for sure. And we are deleting Crixia because we don't want to deal with that. We have burns, we have cooldown and bonus duration reduction. We should be good enough. And we have 3 burns, so that stone skin goes off everyone. Now, have I reset everyone? Yes. Yes, I have. Okay. Commodus survives. Not for long, I hope. We do a bit of a bonk. So Galather is supposed to be flipping because we have reset him, right? Right. So let's protect the lot of us just in case. And petrify this dude. Okay, Galather might be just dead. No, he was not dead just yet. So he will be flipping. If he will, Fabian kills him. Putting 100% crit rate on a Fabian was a good idea. I mean, it wasn't so much an idea as it just happened this way thanks to my fast gauntlet available being crit rate main, but still. It does wonders sometimes. Alrighty, we are getting different people, even if they seem to be of a lower rating. Oh hey, I haven't seen these symbols next to his name since the DOS era, since the Norton Commander thing that used these symbols to draw the outlines of its UI. Well, it was SK art, of course, but it still counts as UI. So, do I try to be brave and not pick a Galather here? I think I do. Do we want a Predator by any chance? We might want to pick a Predator actually. No, just as a little something to be banned. As for his stuff, right now we would rather ban Siphi than Yeah, Zig is also annoying, but hey, let's ban Siphi. Carnage is in a weird spot. Crushing Ground means he should be in a damage build. Ooh. Ho, 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 ho. I would block revive you, my good sir, but you would not survive to that point. Can I block revive nice? I don't think I can. So I guess it's gonna be A2. Okay. Now that we got rid of this dude, we just need to sit around until Marie stops hiding under her stone skin. And then we can think of how to kill her. The annoying part is that in this setup, Predator has precisely no ticks on his passive, which in turn means he cannot dodge worth shit. So you know what? We'll go for Mario's instant turn. Oof. I was in fact being a doofus here, because I will not stun any of them. Okay, I might just lose this thing because of it. Yeah, he resists, of course he does. Why would he not resist this? At least his max HP is a little bit damaged. Oh yeah, of course, target changed. Sure. Sure. Yeah, and no block actives means an AoE is perfectly possible, which in turn means he does this. Okay. Let's get some HP back and kill this dude. And this one. Yeah, okay. I should have insta-turned Predator because Predator had his skills. Instead, I insta-turned the horse and nice soloed my team. Technically, this is a skill issue. I should have played better. Practically, it's death to nice bullshit, because one single tiny mistake and I'm dead. Oh well. That never happened before, and it will of course never happen again. Hey Sutanus, how's it going? Yeah, nice is extremely balanced, of course. Nobody ever has told me otherwise. No reason to think that he is not. I think I'm setting up myself for another loss here, because I am picking a pretty squishy team into a pretty tanky team. Not that I could have stopped halfway. Hello there. Happy to see any new faces in the chat, even if I cannot really pronounce your name. Now, what do we have here? I'll have to increase accuracy. Do I get to do anything at all? No. No, I do not. Well, RNG at its finest. I was originally expecting RNG to fuck me. That is exactly what is happening here. Now, let's maybe block out. Yeah, no, why would we? Is it just the case of RNG always working in favor of whoever has a higher rating in the current fight? Because that's what I think is going on here. Now, do I kill Embers in one shot? Yes, yes I do. And also, why? Why is he not putting his unkillable on before the hit? In most usual scenarios, it even animates as putting unkillable before the hit. What's going on? What is going on here? Yeah. Totally fair and not at all random loss. Okay, Kizura showing off his fancy border. Yeah, that's a hugely stacked account. I'm kind of surprised that he had to jump clans for better affinity clan boss when he needed to overtake me in the challenge that gave him this border. This is an account that is full of +4s. Now, this is going to be a 10k one, right? So we need something obnoxious. We need something obnoxious and to bend the horse, because that horse hits hard. If I remember correctly. Which, hey, it's easy to remember that the +4 horse hits hard. But what am I even doing here? Why do I even bother? Should I even bother here? Okay, fine. We ban the Crixel. He bans Fabian, I imagine. And then we collectively suffer. I mean, I can't even not ban that Crixel because at +4 it just resets my stuff. Resistance and no resistance. So, yeah. Do I gamble for a strip here? No, I don't think I do. Now here we of course gamble for a strip. It has Stormcaller, so at least I'm not eating my own stun. Well, I have block debuff, so it should be fine. Okay, he ate his own stun, so at least that's something. Fear through block debuffs is bullshit, but that's the Reaper mechanic. Now, the sad thing is, if I flip here, he will probably just kill me. So I'll have to do this. Yeah, fuck me, I guess. Would you look at that? Another 3 defeats in a row. Amazing stuff. Don't you love when that shit happens? I hope you all have a better experience in La Arena than I have right now, because this is BS. Though I see something about Crypto and Artentos, so yeah. At this point I would probably just quit against them. No point in even trying. Now, this is a bot, he's supposed to be easy. Why does he have a 5-star Embrace? Where is my Gizmo? Yes, here it is. Now, what do we need? I can't believe I am taking this seriously, but I am. Because who knows what bullshit is going on there. I am, of course, banning this Embrace. Not playing this window. Yeah, well. This is the only window I can play during the week. And not during the weekend, it's very much up in the air whether I'm available for the midday window. Fine. I play what I can play. My alternative today would be skipping the live arena altogether, which would do wonders for my matchups next day. But I want to stick with 20 fights a day on average this season. I might stop doing that next season and then, well, only play 20 or more on a stream and play just the basic 10 when off stream. But that is for the future me to decide. Right now, I'm not yet fed up with Live Arena that much. So, he has Commodus. Let's invite him to ban Galathir, shall we? Let's invite him to ban Galathir, and what would we do? Do I care about Marie here? Not really. Do I care about Lazarus? Maybe, but hey, if it's a speed Lazarus and he bans Galathir, I still go first. If it is not a speed Lazarus, Fabian goes first. If it is a speed Lazarus and he bans Shu, which is what happened here, well, he fills turn meter and then Galathir cuts in. So I kinda sorta should be fine, maybe. He will kill Fabian. Will he? Yes, he will kill Fabian. Now, that was annoying. I admit, and this was quite annoying. Does this count as a smart play? I unfortunately dare say it does. So what is going to happen now? He blows my dudes up. I have to revive. And then AoE Lazarus kills me. However, right now, that's not something he could do. And maybe, just maybe, I'll take a turn before Lazarus does. That is, of course, not a guarantee, but there's a chance. There is, in fact, a chance. Now, I did not reset Lazarus' skills. That is very unfortunate for me. But what I can maybe do is to stun him. Yes, I have stunned Lazarus. I have no idea what that particular thing was. But now we are more or less safe. Gotta take our sweet time to get Carnage back to his first form. Get our skills back. And then kill the hell out of Marie in a safe and controlled fashion. Though, maybe, just maybe, we can afford to kill her as is. Can we? Yeah, you know what could possibly go wrong here? If she dies, we might well be fine. Because Stars of Jinan is a wonderful thing, you know? Stars of Jinan fill my turn meter of Marichka Revive, which means Galatasaray cuts in automatically on any Marichka. Good stuff. GG, and I needed that win. It started being annoying by now. Oh, of course, we get the same dude. But why would I even doubt that we are getting the same matchup? Who needs different people? Okay, let's see how this one goes. Now, we know that his Lazarus is built for damage, and he flips to second form pretty much immediately. We can maybe use that. Do I go for Embrace here? No, let's pick speed. Let's be brave, pick speed, and if we lose fast. We need to play 30 today. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna be Commodus in that last slot, isn't it? If it's gonna be Commodus, do we care? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. As it is, I should be faster even if he bans you. That in turn means... Yeah, why would we care here? I think I'll just ban Laza. Okay. He does not bunch you. Good luck with that, my good sir. One mildly unfortunate thing is that Odin is much faster than the horse, so Odin is going to be twiddling his thumbs for a little bit. Or maybe not. Let's still attempt this. Ooh. That's a good one. Now we will have to A2 without any boosts, because Marie has Magma Shield. I would rather not die to a Magma Shield proc. Dying to a Magma Shield proc is very annoying. Now, I believe it is high time we killed all of them. GG. Even in my mediocre gear, chicken is slapping. Chicken is clapping them cheeks. At least half of that is done by his cat's gaze. So, not that it is purely on the chicken, but the chicken ignores block damage. That's a very solid part. Dr. Vicious, hello there. Fumbles, are you from Germany? No, but I live nearby. Okay, Embrace and Armands. Now, what can we do? Do we go for speed here? I would very much like to have a Gizmo, but as of now I can't. Carnage, maybe. Carnage is a maybe. Did you not get Predator? Oh, I have a Predator, and if you look carefully, you will see he's right there. He's even built. But the thing is, I had like 5 streams of picking Predator every fight, and I would rather pick something else a little bit. His passive is infuriatingly random. When it works, it is amazing. It wins fights. Well, maybe not always wins fights, but it is really good. But when it doesn't, your disappointment is immeasurable and your day is ruined. Which happened to me way more often than I would like to admit. So, I'd rather not have an additional stress for me coming from this obnoxious RNG and only pick him on occasion. Okay, he is faster and I am dead. Now, I have no idea how exactly a single Galthier turn-meter boost makes his Commodus faster than my 420 something. Oh right, his turn-meter was stolen. Right. Okay, fine. Theodosia is broken with a Predator. My dude. I would probably agree 100%. However, unfortunately, I do not have a Theodosia. Do you have a Gizmak Stone? Which one? My Gizmek runs with the Wand of Submission, with something pretty standard in there, nothing fancy. Random epic and rare stones that I just had laying around. It's not my best one of submission. Let me... Okay, this is going to be a little bit more awkward than I would like. Hey chicken, how's it going? Do you get awkward matchups with the same person multiple times in a row these days? Doing camera and take from that as you will. Yeah, well, at least you get paid for doing camera, right? At some point got same guy 8 times. Oh my god. Okay, that is horrible. That is absolutely ridiculous. Whoever thought this would be a good idea? I'm really surprised at this, to be quite honest. Is there not enough players to have different matchups? Do people really not play Live Arena all that much? That would be like the only explanation I could think of for matching the same people time and time again. Okay, are we feeling brave here? I know a lot of people who stop at top milestone, they don't care to go over. Yeah, well, that is true. However, there is like the whole top 500 who those players are going over the top milestone. They are still playing consistently, and the number of fights there is not very low either. So I find it highly doubtful that at any given point I have only one potential matchup at around my rating, because there are in fact tens of people at around my rating in the rating table, and some of them is bound to play in this slot. Like, the dude who I played against in the beginning of the stream was 150 rating over me. We played 4 times in a row. So, okay, of course, weak hit. At least Predator does something right and dodges that annoying Crixia reset. Now, he needs to take a turn. Now my Predator needs to take a turn, and that's the big thing. So Emrys probably kills all of us, but leaves Predator alive. Now may I please take a turn? Yeah, I know my Predator is slow, he's just 270 speed, but this is getting ridiculous. Now, in theory, I have Stone Skin, so I should survive killing Emrys. Why, yes, I did. However, Emrys is faster than me, so there's still potential to be screwed over. A1. A1. I died, but I won. GG, my good sir. A rare showing of Predator being actually good. I mean, when I was actively using him in every fight, this happened maybe 2 or 3 times in 100 battles. So I'll take that. I'll take that little win. I'm in 65th place right now. Catch up with me. Yeah, no. I'll do my 20 a day, and wherever that takes me, I'll be fine. I'm not intentionally pushing for top 50 or top 30 or whatever. It's way too stressful. I would rather not. Slacker, yes. I am a lazy shit, and I'm not afraid to admit it. If I was paid for doing arena, which might actually happen a few years later when I have 500 times more subscribers than I have right now, then sure. But as for now, it needs to stay a hobby. Otherwise, I would just burn out and leave raid altogether. I feel like I see Ember's Carnage and Horse like every single match. That is exactly what I see as well. Like, Myra's first pick, either for me or for my opponent, and from there Carnage and Embers are also very often picked early. Now, what is this bullshit? What is this bullshit? So I imagine we need to get rid of that Yumeka and hope he gets scared of my Commodus, which he does. That doesn't sound that bad. Yeah, it doesn't sound that bad. But also, maybe I'd rather still keep playing. Now, do we reset? Yeah, we reset all of them except the queen, because the queen gets protected. Now, we hopefully get to bonk all of them, which we do. A little bit unfortunate with that stun getting taken off, but it is okay because Shu laps the Galathir. GG. I love when I see Horse first pick. I got the perfect tools for him. The Horse is still too valuable, even if he is not as ideal against multiple lightning cages and magma heart and whatnot. The Horse still does very good work. He is extremely valuable, and I would rather not go against the Horse myself, because I do rely on turn meter manipulation at times, and I do rely on flipping my mythicals. Okay, now let's go Empress and let's go Fabian. And what's going on with the music? Oh, it swaps tracks. Okay, fine. Ooh, steals my shoe. And uses a cat. Okay. Okay. That would be a serving of chicken. And that would be a gizmak. And do we or do we not ban Crixia here? Do we even go Carnage? Just so, you know, just so he gets certified and bans him. Okay, I'm not sure what to do, so I pick 4 DPS and it should be fine. What could possibly go wrong in this situation? And Odin. Okay, yeah. Crixia, we do not like you. Bye. And he bans my Fabian. Okay, fine. Fine by me. So 4 stone skins. And he only has Odin for stone skin removal. Let's see how he does. Feral Predator. Nice. 1 out of 4. Okay, I guess that's not too bad. I'm mildly terrified. Yeah, okay, I'm dead because he just took stone skins off by damage. Except he didn't. Except he didn't. GG. Chicken OP. Yeah, chicken is what saved me here. I imagine that crackling roots is what taken off my stone skins here. And also, have you noticed the Cheshire Cat was enfeebled when he killed the horse? That's something. Yeah, chicken in the chat can confirm that chicken is OP. Your best in platinum is top 4, right? Yeah, I would say top 4 is pretty OP. I think chicken is better than nice. Yeah, right. Let's not go quite that far. If you have a nice, we can trade. Not sure if I can unempower my chicken to, you know, not trade 2 chickens for nice, because that wouldn't be fair. Now chicken goes to the 4. Well, yeah, nice just does way too much. You need to have significantly better gear on your chicken, or have nice in the front of the enemy team. Alrighty. Now this is pretty toxic. Oh, this is toxic. Okay. I cannot go for the corresponding soundtrack, but the toxicity here is absolutely ridiculous. Nice with Zibia, I would gladly take those, if we are being honest. please use ZBS on your nice. I support that wholeheartedly. Okay, that's mildly annoying. But hey, what can we do? Push back Embrace? No. Give me a break. Let me take a turn. Okay, okay. I imagine that chicken is not long for this world. Because the next thing that is gonna happen is this. Yeah. A little bit of skill implementation bullshit where unkillable is only put on the chicken after he hits. Unlike what the animation suggests when you do it and not die. Oh well. And yeah, I would agree with the chat that Nice has to have a Wand of Submission, unless you are fortunate enough to build a shitload of resistance, which, to my understanding, usually translates to +4. And do not forget that now we have the best of both worlds. We can have that Assassin's Creed dude that offers you a team-wide ZBS, essentially, with his passive. And you can keep your wand on your nice. Isn't that going to be fun? Only if he doesn't get banned. Yeah, well. There's this time-honored tradition of picking multiple champs that absolutely have to get banned. And now you have one more. And given that he does this effectively ZBS shit to the whole team, you kinda have to ban Bayek, was that, instead of banning Nice. Okay, do I get bombed here? I probably do. Why the fuck would you ever assume that I do not get bombed here? Okay. I'll have to get Predator back. And now may I please take a turn? No, apparently not. First of all, when did Galter's passive triggered? I do not remember him triggering his passive. And second, an object lesson in why exactly I'm not a big fan of Predator. He had one job: survive until his turn and make them bleed. He got even cleansed of his stun. But no, his passive worked one time out of 3, which is, of course, we can all agree with that, is the expected amount of his passive working when the probability is 50%, and it was on the least impactful time out of 3. And then, of course, we died. If his passive triggered on any other one of the times it could have, we would have been fine. But no. No, it did not. Which is annoying to no end. What is the best relic you pulled? I would say Stars of Jinan. Only have one though. One Stars of Jinan and like 3 Zebia Servitudes. Jinan Abuser. No, I would have been a Jinan Abuser if I had like a couple of them. That would have been Jinan Abuse. This is just playing around. Okay, who do I like less here? No idea. No idea who takes the first turn either. Let's go with I like chicken less. Now we know that the chicken is protected. And now Donnie takes a turn. Took him a while. However, unlike Anakora, Donnie was reset. And that is good news. Bad news is that the chicken takes a turn, so I'll probably get wrecked right now, though maybe, just maybe, Embers will die first. No. He did not, in fact, die first. I see a cheeky Stormcrawler. Yeah, my horse is in Stormcrawler, has been for a long time, and I would not use anything else. Even if I do have a lot of trouble with stunning myself on a number of occasions, I would still prefer Stormcrawler. Now, we can finally get around to reviving the horse. And just in case, let's get chicken stuff down. Bonk. Okay. Now the other thing we need to do now is to survive long enough to get rid of Ankor. And he quit. Okay, thanks dude. GG. Who would you put a Volcardic card on, Theodosia or Galathir? That's a tricky one. Probably Theodosia, because I would probably pick her over Galathir in general, just thanks to her speed aura. But really, it boils down to whoever you pick more. And also, if you have stars as well, which you personally do not, but in general, if you have stars, stars would probably go on Galathir, and I will carry a card on Theodosia by the virtue of stars being kinda sorta useless on Theodosia. Then again, as soon as I craft one more Volcadia card, I'll throw that on my Galathir and put Jinan on someone else. Now, Embrace and Predator. Oof. I put that new coalition Lego on Theodosia. Which one? An extra turn on someone dying? Or the one that puts block damage when someone dies? I'm confused here. I don't remember what the new stuff does. I don't have anything crafted yet. Right. If we are being completely honest, I need something tanky here. But I also need speed. Embrace is stolen. Okay. Let's do this. Not ideal, but I can't wait for... I can't stop and think more. Sad. Okay, this dude also has Noil and... Nice. Fine. I guess. In the interest of not being fucked over by the Predator, I'm going to ban the side Predator. Oculus Custodian. Yeah, it is extremely bold of you to assume that I remember anything about the new stuff. I don't think I have even read it carefully yet. Because I don't have any of this stuff, and I won't have any of it in the near future anyway. Okay, I have reset all of them, right? Right. Okay, so this is a little bit less of a disaster than it could have been, but it still is a disaster. Right, he has a Wand of Submission on Embers and it works, unlike everything else. Well, I imagine I died here. GG or something. This was an RNG fest, more or less. And we get the proper shore run. I imagine I just die here. Well, it's fine. Yeah, right. Last for Marie and a Theodosia. What could possibly go wrong? Removes the buff from rare when losing X% of HP. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. The main stat resistance and the next stat being speed is pretty good. However, this whole thing of a little bit of something happening when you are low on HP, not sure that is impactful enough. You have to survive for one. It's the same problem as with the Polytop. Yes, it gets your skills back, You are also extremely likely to die just as it triggers, so not sure if that thing is actually good. Kind of want the horse here. Probably will still die to a magma heart or something. And I will be with no speed aura here. Right? Oh, okay, and then +4 crits. Okay, I will die here to a ridiculous RNG of his predator. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, Iron Jesus is listening to us right now, that's for sure. Ooh, and he gets stunned too. Why, thank you, my good sir. Thank you indeed. What is this BS? Well, fine. Okay. I like this RNG this far. I like it a lot. What does his A1 do? Decrease speed on top of everything else. Yeah, you know what? I like it. I like it a whole lot. Okay, is it ZBS? I'm not sure. Yeah, he is in ZBS. Please observe, my good sirs. How does a ZBS servitude nice work? Which is to say, it doesn't. But yeah, I also agree that I had a ridiculously good RNG for this fight. This is what happens to, like, Sherman is what is feeling right now how I usually feel about RNG. That is for sure. Anyways, happy to have this win. One wouldn't have done much either. I disagree. A couple of times one could have reflected fear. A couple of times one could have reflected the petrification. Like, yes, the petrification would still take off the block damage first, I think. I'm not sure, to be quite honest. But he would have taken a turn. If Nice has taken a turn in his second form, I would have been screwed. Now we get a big clap. We get Big Clap. Big Clap has an extremely strong account. I don't remember what does he play. I don't play him often enough for that. Oh, a +4 Predator. Who would have thought? Really? Okay. Let's see about that. I'm sure that this time I'll surely die. I can't have my good RNG at all times. One thing that I do remember is that his Lazarus is faster than my Shu. Okay. I'll need to ban Laza here. I also can't pick a Gizmo because who knows what is going to happen on his last pick. Okay, I kinda need the speed anyway. Don't love this. And we'll probably have to ban Laza. But not sure what else I could do here. Oh, Hedgie. Okay, I have to ban Hedgie, obviously. So Laza goes first, and I probably die to the combination of his dudes being collectively able to kill Galathir. Well, either that, or I get some ridiculous RNG once more. May I please have some ridiculous RNG? Well, no. Commodus is still alive and kicking, so... yeah, well... it was a little bit of RNG in my favor, and then... no weak hit, and we died. Oh well, we tried. Alrighty. Speaking of bad matchups, now we have someone 400 rating lower than we are. And we might still need to work for a victory here. Like, I hope we do not, but it might well be the case. Right. Why would they not have a Galathir indeed? So I need a Gizmak and I need a second speed. And what do I have that qualifies as speed here? In this day and age, do I Odin? I mean, yes, Odin is obnoxious enough. Feels like everyone has Galathir and Commodus. Maybe? Probably not everyone, but you still see them often enough. They are old mythicals at this point, right? They have been released for a good while now. So the probability of bumping into one of those is quite high. Now let's see how that Predator is built. Did he turn his RNG on today? Or did he not? And also, does anyone remember what does John do? Oh shit, 9-piece Mercurial. What is going on there? I guess I target Gizmak here. Oh, we got ourselves a little bit of a spread. Okay, Predator is fucked. Galathir is fucked. What does John do though? Okay, okay, fine. I mean, instant turn is nasty, but thank you so very much for doing exactly nothing. I appreciate that. What I appreciate a little bit less is that embers did not burn, but well, what can you do? You can bunk. And now, John does not have a second form to speak of anymore, and she's dead. GG. Yeah, instant revive was potentially pretty nasty, but thankfully he procced Odin's passive and did precisely nothing to us. If he stayed in his first form, we might have been in trouble. Fortunately for us, he did not. Okay, I don't like what is going on here, so let's pick something scary to maybe force a ban. I see. Using my weapons against me. Okay, fine. Fine. That would be one Commodus, please. And that would also be one Ashnar. So, good luck using those burns. Do I care about Kaja? Yeah, I probably do not. So I would expect him to try to get rid of Stone Skin. That is fine. Let him do that. Galatasaray should be able to cut in to cleanse the burns. Unless there is an insta-turn thing going on. So if he does, well, yeah, he does. Now, flipping and trying to get rid of Gizmax's block debuff is tempting, but no, we need to cleanse. And ideally we need to take a turn with Fabian, which might not happen. Ooh, not an instant turn. Thank you. Thanks a lot. You will also proc a retaliation when you flip. So would you look at that? How we're unfortunate here. Bunk. That is shoe gone. So, do you bonk or do you go for reflect damage? Okay, you are feeling brave today. Let's reset the cooldowns. You know, who needs those? We don't really care to flip right now. That block on nice prevents me from doing basically anything, but now we can and will A2 him. And once again after he flips. Oof, survived at a sliver of HP. However, unfortunate. And before you say that I should have used a Reaper before I did any of this, I don't think I should have. I mean, I don't think I should have switched my Myra's Blessing to the Reaper, because he would have less damage if he had Reaper compared to the Crushing Rain, and he would also be useless in PvE, which I admit is a very minor concern, but it is still a moderate concern. Now, this Nice is too slow, which means I will get bonked again a couple of times. How very unfortunate. Oof. He'll kill my Fabian again now, won't he? Yes, yes he will. This is annoying. Yeah, please take a turn, and then I'll be able to do something about whatever it is that you're doing to me. Yeah, no. We do not go there, my good sir. Shu Zhen resisted, please note, my block actives. That is not good. Oh well. There go the bumps, and there goes the bunk. Are we finally there yet? He probably cannot kill anyone here, right? Right. By the virtue of being enfeebled, he can't do shit. And also, just in case, I am going to block actives, because who knows what the hell is he capable of. Oof. GG. That was a win I kinda had to work for. And we have one more fight for today, and one more set of fights, and it will be 30, leaving us with 30 more for tomorrow. Right, a newer player, which kicked my ass quite handily a little while ago. I remember that. I also remember that I should be Galthier. Otherwise he will. Marichka Gizmak. Okay. Gizmo is annoying a little bit. Marichka less so, even if she is +2. So let's pick Ashnar as a counter to his Gizmo. Good luck with burning our stone skins off. And for my last pick, a Fabian would probably do. A Carnage would... Bro... Hilvi and Torment. Okay. Well, not exactly okay, but nothing we could do about it. So Torment activates when I'm under both burn and a freeze, right? So in theory I should be just fine. Okay, we need some speed. We need some speed here, and let us get rid of, I don't know who even. Do I get rid of Marie here? You know what? I'll get rid of Hilly. At least she's supposed to be in a fast build. Now the tricky part is here. My Fabian is not in stone skin, so I cannot do Shu Zhen A3. I'll have to do an insta-turn. so as I'm not frozen by Torment's bullshit. And I see this is an extra slow Torment. Yeah, I would probably do the same thing. That is, if we are being honest, a big oof. We had 4 attempts to strip that fucking stone skin. 0 of them worked. Well, what can you do? Nothing much apparently. So let's do this. And now most probably Gizmak will kill us, unless by some... Wait, what? Bro, you were supposed to flip here. The idea was to flip and kill me. Why would you not do that? I mean, thanks, I guess, GG and everything. I could have still lost this if we are being completely honest, but GG. Oh, plus 500 rating on us. A totally fair matchup. Would you not agree? Okay, Marie, first pick. He donated a win for a chat. Yeah, he probably did. He probably did. Now. I kind of have a choice paralysis by now, so I'll have to pick whatever I'm used to, even if it's not quite as suitable for the task at hand. Not sure how fast he is on his Lazarus. This looks like a speed build with flag and everything, though I would probably put a flag on him anyway. Oof. The cat. Yeah, I'm still banning that Vulk. Not comfortable with facing a Vulcanus. No. Not even if I was guaranteed an Ashnar, would I be comfortable versus this piece of shit. The most balanced affinity legendary that I can name. Completely incidentally, he's also my most wanted affinity legendary. I don't have a Vulk, and it's been a good while. I should have probably tried harder during his initial release. Oh, fuck me. Okay. We'll have to flip here. Not entirely happy with Lazarus being left alone. Not entirely happy with the weak hit versus the cat. I will have to A2 unassisted so that the horse does not eat his own stun, which he could have. Now, would you all please die? Does his knights have Chainbreaker? No. His knights does not have a Chainbreaker, but he probably has a Wand of Submission. That's a theory we will test right now. Yes, he does have a Wand of Submission. Fortunately for us, petrification was not reflected back. That's a big win for us. Now, of course, RNG prescribes him to revive Marie. Okay, at least it was not a Marichka. Sheesh. This is crazy. Okay. I'll have to cleanse the horse. Oh, and I can insta-turn the horse too. Okay, that would be a GG, please. But this was pretty annoying. This is also an illustration on why Nice with a wand of submission is way more obnoxious. I have a friend who got around 10k worth of big stones to try to get a Wilk 6-star soul. This, to be perfectly honest, sounds wild to me. Because at that point, you were way past the moment where you could have bought it from the shop. And there was a tournament for Vulcanus 5-star soul. So you only need to find it in shop once. I haven't run the math, but big stones should be reasonably fast to get you to 300 mats. It did not appear in the shop. Yeah, well, maybe. I waited on my Myra's soul for a very long while too, so that definitely could have happened. It's just something that sounds wild to me. Spend 10k to not wait? Why? Like, why? Especially given the fact that Vulcanus is super obnoxious as he is. In 5-star, he is dangerous enough. Instant gratification, I guess. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Never had that kind of budget, so cannot relate. Fortunately or unfortunately, that is way out of my league. All right. Do we have a bullshit RNG this time? Didn't work once, didn't work twice. And that is also a pretty annoying bit of Galathir taking less damage from everything, burns included. Okay, that's like his passive working 3 times in a row, I guess. Now, please tell me we will be able to kill someone. No, we were not able to kill anyone. We got all the counterattacks, and apparently this Theodosia has a hand of uncreation. I mean, fine. That is what killed me here. Totally not. Predator is bullshit. Yeah, this is what happens when Predator works. When Predator works, Predator is amazing. Would have crushed me just as well if he wasn't at +4. No biggie. We got our clan leader. Hey there. He pulled some bullshit champs recently and good souls for them too. Let's see if we got killed by this bullshit. Yeah, that's the bullshit I was referring to. Theodosia and Nice in a very short period of time, and the souls for them as well. Now, I guess we go for our standard fare. So yeah, I pulled 6-star Predator from the 3-star from Ascension tourney. Well, first of all, congratulations, but also that's the instant gratification thing we're talking about, right? I try not to pull my stuff outside of events, which also might be why I do not have an ice yet. I do not have big souls for most of my mythicals, and haven't had a noticeable improvement in souls for the last half a year. But yeah, I try to stockpile stuff. Then I can get disappointed once, not all the time. Now, my good sir, a big question is, how fast is your Lazarus? And the answer is, who knows? So we are getting rid of Theodosia, just in case you understand. And let's see if we can kill this. I'm used to him playing a completely different lineup, so I don't know what's going on here. I was expecting to see +4 Sifi, but no. Wait a second, is it legal to be this slow? And also, is it legal for my Fabian to not take off any stone skins at all? Like, bro, are you even trying? He's testing the new champs? Yeah, well, maybe he is. That would certainly have made sense, right? That would be entirely reasonable. I cannot dispute that. However, the thing is, you have to give your new toys good builds. GG. Theodosia was scary, I admit. But without Theodosia, he had nothing to deal with the burns. I had a hard learning curve with Predator. Yeah, Predator is finicky. Oh hey, we get the same dude again. Why hello there, my good sir. Why don't we try it again? Yeah, Predator was finicky. I had to adapt to him as well. Mostly because he takes a DPS slot and does not bring a speed aura. So it is kinda sorta a bit of a crapshoot with what's going on when you don't have your expected speed aura on your DPS. And one of my usual supports does not have a speed aura. I was used to picking Galathir all the time, so yeah. And also speed. You have to figure out the speed. I don't think I have. He has to be slow enough to make use of his passive, which is not easy to do when I'm used to a go first style team. And he has to be fast enough to actually take a turn sometime soon. Okay, now this is a Marichka situation, right? So we will be brave? No, we will not be brave here. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. We will fuck it, we ball. Let's go Gizmak and ban Marichka, and if he has a Hedgie right there, I'm fucked. But if he doesn't, oh boy. I don't remember if he has a Hedgie. I don't think I have ever seen him using a Hedgie. Okay, he has a Ashnar. Yeah, that's even worse, I suppose. But you know what? I am banning that Ashnar, and I'm going to rely on Fabian to strip all that pesky block damage that happens here. Which, given 3 lightning cages out of 4, might not actually happen. Wait, what is going on with the viewport? Apologies, I wanted to drag the window somewhere else. Instead, I ended up fucking it up somewhat fierce. Now, what do we do here? Okay, it was a fair attempt. Unfortunately, Marichka survived. Okay, I guess. Now, I am killing Marichka for sure. And I am taking my follow-up turn. Am I? Right. My follow-up turn, please. Yeah, I'm not actually doing much, unfortunately. However, let's at least try to paralyze Embers. No, that didn't work. Will this work? Yes, it will. We are in a bit of a pickle here, I'll admit. I'll admit that we are in a bit of a pickle. However, Gizmak is bullshit. And I'm extremely happy to say GG. Okay, that was a nice fight to end it with. End it on a high note. I appreciate that. What do we have in general? We have lost a couple more percent of my win rate, but we are at 135. Yeah, I mean, 2 fights in a row is not that bad, right? How did you get Grinch profile pic? That was a Christmas challenge in the free-to-play club, the Supreme Club, which is, well, that was a participation bonus for that Christmas challenge. I did not win the challenge itself. Now, I thank you all for tuning in. I hope it was fun for you at least. It was, after the first few hurdles, fun for me. I wish you all good rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.